Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming. Look, it's time for the review. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, one of the most ambitious Pokemon games that has ever been created. And now, it is time. So once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the review of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, I got a chance to play this early and oh boy, was I impressed. When you first start off your adventures, you're going to find out that the map is huge in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Today, we're going to be breaking this down in 5 different categories. For this review, we're going to have gameplay, graphics, story. Also, we're going to have replayability and fun factor. So let's go. Let's start off with the story. Now, the story sets you in a town called Paldea. Now, this is cluttered with all different and new Pokemon as well, so you're going to have a really good time exploring the land. When you first start off, just like most Pokemon games, you are on an adventure. This time, we're set in a 3D open world environment for the very first time in Pokemon series. So, how does it stand up? Well, it's actually really good. The game is absolutely phenomenal, and it's a whole lot of fun. Still being held back a little bit because it's on the Nintendo Switch, but that doesn't mean anything when it comes to the story. Just like other Pokemon games, you are set out to basically do whatever you want this time because of the open world. You can become a champion and challenge the Pokemon League, or you can absolutely head over and help out your buddy with some legendary Pokemon and help out his Moss Mastiff. That's right, there's many different intertwining storylines when it comes to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of good times playing with the game. Nothing is gonna knock it out the park to say this is the game of the year or anything like that. But there is a nice storyline right there, and it's a whole bunch of them differently intertwined together. Don't want to give away too many spoilers, but there's a lot of stuff to do inside of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and the story is pretty good. So for me, when it comes to the story, the game gets a 7 out of 10 for a story. It's not horrible, just nothing super compelling, but hey, it's a Pokemon game, so it's still pretty good. Let's go. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about the graphics, because I'm pretty sure this is on a lot of people's minds, and since it's on the Nintendo Switch, well, there is going to be some issues. Not everything is perfect about the game. There isn't any perfect games out there, right? And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is one of those games as well. The game works fine on the Nintendo Switch, right? It looks pretty, but it's on the Nintendo Switch, which means you're only going to get 720 and 1080p max when you are docked. Now, because of the game being open world, there is some issues with clipping, as you can see right here in this clip. Sometimes you can just see right through the map. Just saying, it's not all there all the time. But it really doesn't distract you too much from playing the game, which is really good. So, due to the issues of the Nintendo Switch and just the rendering of the graphics, it can be a little bit choppy at times, just in the background, but not in the forefront. Where you're at, you're fine. So, when it comes to the graphics, it's nothing that's gonna blow you out the park and make it the game of the year. If this was on a next-gen console with, let's say ray tracing, let's say, Unreal Engine 5, yeah, it would be totally different. But since it's on a Nintendo Switch, it is still limited, and there is some clipping. So out of 10, I'm going to have to give the graphics a 6. Nothing too great, but it still works. So not bad at all. But the gameplay, let's talk about that. It is good, right? Due to the graphics being what they are, the gameplay has to be outstanding. And it is. The traversal around Paldea with your Pokemon that you get to ride is absolutely phenomenal. Whether you're on Scarlet or you're on Violet, you're going to have your Croyon that you can quote unquote upgrade. And once you get these upgrades, well, then you'll be able to traverse around the map a whole lot faster, right? When it comes to you controlling your Pokemon, it has been smoothed out and it is really, really good. This is probably the best Pokemon game that I've played where you're able to capture Pokemon at ease because of the map, right? It's a huge open world, and what's cool about it is that you can actually hold down your R1 button, and when you get close to Pokemon, you can check out their levels. You can also see it on the overworld map where the Pokemon are located as well, and you can also see the mass outbreaking so you can hunt for shinies too. It's all there. The gameplay is phenomenal when it comes to this. And since it is a Pokemon game and it's on the Nintendo Switch, it kind of goes hand in hand with the graphics. And since the graphics is like a 6, the gameplay has to be outstanding, and it is. So when it comes to the gameplay, it is smooth, no lag at all, and it's getting a 9 out of 10 for gameplay. Now we have a couple more categories to get after. And the next one is going to be really, really interesting because we're going to talk about the replayability. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there is a ton of things for you to do. And the replayability is absolutely insane. Look, there are so much for you to do. Not only just catching your Pokemon, we all know that. But there are these little cool little intertwining storylines. Like you with your boy Aaron with the legendary Pokemon that you're going to have to help him out with. There also is the, trainers storyline where you can get after the different trainers throughout the region and challenge the Pokemon champions. And then there is a new nice little twist that they threw in there, and that is going to be these bases where quote unquote the bad guys are. And you get to start on the base and take out the guys in their quote unquote captain of the base. And it's a nice little twist to the story. So when you get there and you play and you open up that map and you see everything sitting on the map, you're going to be kind of overwhelmed at how much is there. The replayability is ridiculous. Not even going to lie. It was very overwhelming and a little bit intimidating too when you look at all the stuff that you can do on the map. So when you start off your adventures, you pretty much can do anything that you want, right? There's the main storyline where you going to school, which is awesome. And then there's a storyline of you becoming either a trainer, finding your treasure, finding your purpose in Palkia. So when it comes to replayability, oh boy, knocked it out the park, 10 out of 10. Now, last but not least, we have the fun factor. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is one of those games that you play and you don't want to put down. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I have God of War Ragnarok sitting in front of me. I have Sonic Frontiers sitting in front of me, and of course, I play Destiny 2 all the time. And Pokemon is just calling me back. Every day I feel like I gotta play. There's so much to do. I'm falling behind. And the game's not even out yet. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely outstanding when it comes to the fun factor. And for the very first time, you can play multiplayer with your friends. And there's raids as well inside of Pokemon. That's right, you and your friends can team up and join in on the Terra raids, which is absolutely phenomenal. Get a whole bunch of lovely rewards as well. And then when it comes to the overall fun factor of just being in the game, the music is outstanding. Fantastic. Like legit. There's not one part of the game that I found that was boring or lackluster or I found myself not really wanting to do. Everything was fun inside of Pokemon Scarlet and or Violet. So when it comes to the fun factor, 10 out of 10 for sure. So bam, there you have it. I try not to spoil too much about the game so you can experience it a lot, but when it comes to the overall review of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, for me, drumroll, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. And it could be a whole lot better if the graphics was just, next gen, so to speak. I cannot wait for a next gen Pokemon game. It's going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to have a really good time with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Guaranteed, this is one of the best Pokemon games that have been created in a 3D open world with multiplayer, playing with your friends and collecting a whole lot of Pokemon. It's a whole lot of fun. Guaranteed you're gonna like this game. But for right now, that's pretty much going to for the video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. As always, if you are new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Gaming, I upload a wide variety of videos ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.